way up. We are up. It is day 6. Or is it day 7? Day 7. It's Sunday, isn't it? What's probably going to happen, because I did a lot of footage yesterday, and it's probably going to be the same today. It is definitely going to be the same today. This is going to be a 2-day video. I don't even know why I'm saying this, because it's not probably going to feature in the video. But we're up. We have coffee, juice on the go. The sun is shining. We are in a good place today. Well, we're at Magny-Cours still. Yeah, it's going to be a great day, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds. Some good racing, some good sunshine, and just a bloody good time.
En tout cas, ou alors d'être allé accumuler un peu de roulage pour valider quelque chose. En tout cas, nous avons donc notre grille de départ pour la course 3 et on retrouvera, on échange les positions en première ligne, on retrouvera Théo Calvé donc en pôle devant Thomas Robino, et de même pensionnaire qu'hier pour la première course, mais on a inversé les positions. C'est le champion de France désormais qui est en pôle pour cette deuxième journée devant le vice-champion. Hier c'était l'inverse. On retrouvera les deux freightliner du VTR, le fils devant le père en 3e et 4e position en 2e ligne donc sur la grille de départ, et puis derrière Jonathan André devant Yorick Montagne, là aussi le fils a devancé le père, puisque Lionel, le papa de Yorick, qui est à la bride de 63, rappelons-le, tout comme Théo Calvé et Thomas Robino, c'est souligné d'ailleurs au niveau de la performance des deux hommes par rapport au reste du champ. En tout cas, Yorick sera 6e sur la grille, et donc une minute devant son papa Lionel, juste devant du reste, puisqu'il sera 8e. Et entre les deux pilotes sur l'autre côté de la piste, Anthony Robino en 7e position, et puis exactement sa trajectoire. Voilà pourquoi on a entendu le directeur de course qui disait opération safety car, c'est-à-dire qu'il y a tout de suite des drapeaux jaunes à tous les niveaux de poste des commissaires, et bien que les sont informés des sont publics. À partir du moment où on a les drapeaux jaunes partout, on lève le pied, c'est obligatoire. Il y a normalement une vitesse de 80 km/h qui est recommandée, mais par contre ça permet évidemment de le safety car est sorti en l'occurrence au niveau de la ligne d'arrivée.
Going at quite a slow speed, probably 100 km/h, 60 mph.
Évidemment, il va y avoir un groupement, et là, pour les leaders, ça change tout. Pourquoi ça change tout? Parce qu'on va avoir Dominique Villiers qui va avoir bien évidemment le privilège de relancer la course. C'est-à-dire que là, ça va être très court, parce que je pense qu'on va... Voilà, le Mathieu va aller accrocher la voiture rapidement. Voilà, puisque la dernière voiture est passée, toutes les voitures ont été averties, le temps d'accrocher la voiture.
They did, but one of the cars managed to pass him into one of the hairpins, but it got back past.
Derrière les sifflets, tout va bien.
So it will be quite interesting here to see. They're going about 30 miles an hour, they're not going 60.
Relancer la course, c'est-à-dire qu'il va choisir ce moment. Alors c'est exactement.
But it's going to bunch the field up.
Particulièrement le safety car a éteint sa rampe.
Which will mean,
like
I say, that it's going to be an interesting end to this race.
Le restart, eh bien, est immédiat.
We might only get one lap under the safety car.
Repartir en passant au niveau de la ligne d'arrivée.
I don't fully understand what the commentator is saying, because it's in French, so I am kind of making it up as I go along.
On a eu l'occasion de recoller à ce paquet. Et puis derrière, on a Xavier Jacquet et Bernard Delahaye qui se font remonter par Garcia Imas-Belou, etc. Nicolas Belou qui a réalisé un exploit, et pour lui c'est une aubaine. Il est remonté en 9e position. On salue l'exploit de la voiture numéro 12. Je vous rappelle qu'il est parti en dernière ligne tout au fond. Et il y a 40 voitures sur la piste. Il est remonté en 9e position, Nicolas Belou. Magnifique exploit de ce pilote qui est toujours sur le podium. Et là, il est en 9e position. L'opportunité pour lui de remonter, récupérer des points encore. Parce que lorsqu'il va y avoir le restart, il va rester 4 tours, il y aura 4 tours,
He'll be
il est capable de remonter effectivement très près du podium, qui va lui permettre de marquer des points au championnat. Lui qui était parti en dernière ligne suite à un problème moteur, c'est très rare sur ces voitures qui sont hyper fiables. Ce sont des voitures qui sont vraiment très fiables et c'est très rare qu'on ait des problèmes mécaniques. Une voiture, la voyez hier,
The Lotus behind, number 11, did get past briefly. Then 36 managed to squeeze past again. I think the safety car's ended now. It's shot off into the distance without its lights on, which is how they determine that the safety car's ended. So we're going to have a restart. The car at the front of the field, so car 36, will be in control of the field and the pace until we get to the green light, which will have the start-finish line, and then we're going to go racing again. And the safety car has ended. We're under green flag conditions again. So let's catch up in a second and see how we're going on. Hopefully for car 36 they can hold on to being in complete control of this race, and it would be a massive shame for them now if they don't end up winning because of the safety car. And the commentator's curse has struck because I've just looked up to the top hairpin and 11 had got past 36. 36 was fighting back down the hill. We're about to see where they're at in a second, because they're going to be coming flying up here in a second. So it'll be interesting. So the safety car could have potentially ruined the race for car 36 here, because it was in complete control. We're going to see now. The 36 has managed to get back past. So yeah, like I say, when I said earlier that 36 has been in complete control of this race, that kind of epitomises it, because they lost the position going up to the top hairpin, but then coming back down the hill and back up the hill, regained complete control again. And I would like to imagine, I'm not sure how many laps are left, I can't imagine there being many left, 1 or 2 at tops.
Il est l'un des plus rapides en piste actuellement. Il va
control this race,
ça c'est sûr. Alors le problème c'est qu'il y a un petit trou après. Et il va plus il va passer la 89, ça c'est sûr. Maintenant, est-ce qu'il va aller chercher la 34? Xavier Jacquet a beaucoup de
flying back up the hill now. Yeah, he's extended his lead now. So never really in any doubt, I don't think. I need to have a look at the schedule and see what time this race is due to finish, or what time the next race is due to start, maybe even, along with what race it is next. I've got the schedule on my phone, which makes life easier. So this race can't be far off done, because the historic Ford race starts at 10 past 12 and it's 10 to 12 now, so maybe 10 more minutes of racing, possibly. And then we'll go for a wander actually, because the Formula Fords looked really cool. So what I want to try and do, I don't think it's going to be possible, I don't think I'm going to have enough time, but I want to get down into the paddock, into Parc Fermé. Maybe we can get a bit closer to these cars at the end of the race in the Parc Fermé conditions. But also we can get some footage of the Fords coming up, and potentially as well as move down to the final corner and hairpin on the inside of the track, because people tend to put it into full safe mode down there, which is quite cool. So yeah, we're going to move on, try try and get down at the paddock and see what we can see down there. Right, we've made it down at the paddock and done a little bit of well, I say a little bit of exploring. There is the winning car. It's too far. The Lotus 7s are beautiful. Obviously there's a lot of imitations, replicas. We'll go with replicas, not imitations. And naturally you've got like the Caterhams and a variety of others that are based on that Lotus 7, and they're pretty cool. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to pause this filming. So I'm going to go to the toilet, but just at the bottom of the paddock, down there, is all of the Formula Fords. So hopefully I can be quick and I can probably get stood here to catch them all on the way up to the pit lane. I'm then going to have to dash through the paddock to get over the other side of the track again to get somewhere near the start finish line. I think it's where we're going to watch that one. If I can get a decent angle of the final chicane, the final corner and the start finish line, it would be very nice for this commentary session. Okay, that was quick. They've not yet fired up the Formula Fords, so we're going to have a walk down. No, they're coming. So let's get ourselves in a decent position to catch these as they come. They're going to be loud. Just for clarity, they're going to be very, very loud. But let's go. That was pretty cool. Very similar to the GTs that I got yesterday, but now we have got a dash like around to a decent viewpoint. Still love to get pit lane access. Need to figure that one out at some point, but we'll get there. Right, new location for this Formula Ford race. Not a bad location, actually, quite a wise choice. We've got the final corner just final hairpin, straight start finish line, plus view of the pit lane all the way down. So they've already had lap one. I didn't get it quick enough. I also didn't really walk too fast either. Still curious as to whether I can sneak into the pit lane. But maybe we won't try. We'll just get some footage. completely lost it on the straight and stacked it into the barrier. So I feel like we're going to get a safety car, which would make sense, because that car is in a dangerous position. The yellow flag's out. There's got to be a safety car. In fact, the safety car is there ready and waiting. So, yeah, safety car inbound. Not a big truck. Nobody around the guy. He's just come off. Now he's done that on the straight. Very odd. He's launched the back end and span. So the safety car now is just collecting the lead cars coming in. So what we might as well do, because we're going to have a lap, at least a lap, where they're behind the safety car. It should just be one lap, because of where it is at the end of the pit. So it shouldn't wait for these cars to pass. So it shouldn't take long to clear that car. Once everyone's up behind the safety car, which maybe a handful of cars now. There's only a couple more to pass now. Right, perfect. So once we're all bunched up behind the safety car, it should only really be a matter of, provided it's got no suspension damage, pushing it to the end of the pit lane, which might be 50 yards away from the pit. So theoretically, this lap, potentially one more under safety car conditions. Too many laps behind the safety car, because he's just not in a ridiculous position. There shouldn't be any real need for a tractor like there would be if it was in a gravel track. In fact, no, they've got a pickup going to it now to just attach a tow rope and pull it. So they're not going to pull it straight up the straight, surely. No, they're pulling it from back. That's fine. So little lesson, I guess, on the Formula Ford. So they were a 1.6 litre Ford Kent engine. This is a historic one. They've subsequently moved forward to a 2 litre engine in modern times. The 1600 was used for probably 3 or 4 decades. We push out about 170 brake horsepower, which by modern terms is not a massive amount, but when you consider these cars weigh next to nothing, like you've seen as they went past me on the way up to the pit lane and start, there's no size, no weight to them, so they are ridiculously light, which means that with that power output, the power to weight ratio is huge, which explains the speeds they can get. So, the safety car must be at the top end of the track now, and they are attaching the tow rope to the stricken vehicle. They're pulling it off the track. So it's going to be interesting to see if it's cleared before they get down or not. At the pace to take it away, I don't think it will be. I think we'll have one more lap under the safety car. In fact, we're definitely having one more lap of the safety car, so it's coming round now. This is ridiculous. Right. But it's looking good, so we'll get the full parade under the safety car. So again, this will be very similar to the Lotus race here, because car 90, the yellow camel, has been dominating this race. Didn't start first, but got up and in front very quickly. And with that has then controlled every element of the race since. So what I'd imagine, and I hope is the case, as with the Lotus race earlier, is that it doesn't ruin the race for that guy, because that would be brutal if somebody's stacking it on the straight and cause them not to win the race. But this will be the last lap under the safety car now. There's 4 laps remaining. So by the time they get to the line, there'll be 3 remaining. It's a straight shootout then to the checkered flag. Yeah, the safety car will be in this lap, and we'll get going. Now just clearing the debris. I mean, the front wing was a chunky piece that they've actually managed to just pick up and walk off with. Just a little bit of carbon fibre left, but we'll reconvene on the last lap and hopefully get some decent action in the last couple of corners on that last lap. Okay, so very much like Formula 1, we've had a safety car restart, and immediately coming into the final corner, the car lost it. Car number 16 span, went back onto the track. One car evaded it and went into the grass, somehow managed to get going again. But then car number 31 just couldn't stop. 16 sideways, 31 straight up on top of the driver. But they're both out of the vehicle. They're both okay. The marshal, well, the driver in the car that ended up on top, got out very quickly and shifted his car. Along with the marshal, that's where the marshal was reasonably quick as well. But I feel like that may be the end of the race. But yeah, it looks like it is. They're not going into the pit lane, they're going straight down and out around the back.
La course est finie puisque les voitures rentrent au paddock. Les voitures rentrent au paddock pour un accident sans gravité. Xavier Michel rend la photo des gars différents avec eux et Xavier qui a fait le Magny-Cours avec ses amis Gilles.
Car 16, yeah, it snapped a suspension rod in the steering rack. Well, I said, I'm not showing it, it wouldn't be appropriate, so we're not going to do that. So yeah, I think that's the end of the Formula 4. Not the ending I expected, but it's the ending we got. So I don't know what's up next, I can't remember. But I'm probably going to stay here. So that is the end of the racing at Magny-Cours. I didn't actually
in half a mile, turn left.
The last 3 races. I went back to the van, sat in the sun.
In half a mile, turn right.
Watched the British Grand Prix. And to be honest, I'm glad I did.
In half a mile, turn right.
So
in 0.1 of a mile,
what we're doing
turn
now
left.
Is heading out to a park up for the evening. It's one in nature, which I've not had the privilege of doing just yet. I mean, obviously everything's in nature, but every park up I've been to has been an aired camping car, not an actual you know, park up in the middle of nowhere. So what we're going to do is head to this park up. We've got about an hour and 5 minutes until we get there. So it's going to be a nice drive. I'm just going to chill out for an hour, to be honest.
At the roundabout,
there's also
take the first exit.
Possibility for a swim because it's by a river. So I feel like that'd be a nice thing to do. If I get there at 7:30, a nice early evening dip to cool off, and yeah, it'd be nice. So I'm gonna stop talking for a bit. I'm gonna get on with the drive. I'm not sure what the road's gonna be like. It might be really beautiful, in which case we might get a time lapse in before I get parked up this evening, but we'll have to see how that turns out.
Take the first exit.
And I will catch up with you very shortly. Right, I've just reached where I was going to park tonight. I don't know. I just don't know whether it's the right place to be parking. So I've got a phone signal. I think what I'll do is have a goosey gander and see if there's anywhere else that's not too far away. I mean, don't get me wrong, this one is beautiful, but if we have rain, I ain't gonna get out. It was pretty damn tight getting in, so I don't know whether it's the wisest place in the world to park. So it's very tight, it's grass and sand and gravel, so it might not be the sharpest tool or sharpest of ideas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a little look and see what else I can find. I think I've just actually found one that might be better. Yeah, I'm going to have a goose and see what else I can find, but I might just go dip my feet in the river first. Okay, yeah, we're moving on. I've found one, it's 20 minutes away. It's probably not going to be better than this, but yeah, I don't feel like this is a good idea at all. And sometimes we just go with our guts, and I've now got to try and turn around. Like I said, it's a bit damp, a bit wet, so I'd rather not get myself stuck, if I'm completely honest. And it was a bit of a tight one getting in, so I won't want to do it in a bigger van, that's for certain. But beauty with Verge is he's not a big van, so let's get out of here, let's get to the other stop in 20 minutes time and see what that's like. There's 70 odd spots at this next one that I'm going to, so it should be a decent little park up, but we'll wait and see. Right, we have got parked up, we've got to the second air, and well, the second park up. It's actually a really nice one. I'm not parked straight in this bay, I also don't really give a shit. Nice little spot. I'm next to a Renault Traffic. Unfortunately there are people that are incapable of parking that way in a bay and have parked that way, so there's like 70 odd spaces here, but in reality it probably means there's 50, because people have parked like absolute creatures. But we're parked up. I'm going to jump out of the van and see how badly misaligned I am in this bay. I've got a feeling it's quite a bit, so I'm potentially going to have to just shuffle the van about a bit. I can't see at the front. Oh, no, I'm well within it. We're fine, we're fine. So I'm going to jump out, hop in the back, have some tea, and it's 10 to 8, so we're not far off bedtime. There's people still arriving, which is quite impressive. So I'm glad I got here when I did, because it might have been an issue. I might go for a little walk as well. In fact, I will go for a little walk. The river is literally there. So I might go stretch my legs, dip my legs in, because I have got sunburn. So I might just have a little paddle and try and cool my legs off. I'm going to do that first actually before I eat. Then we'll get back, get sat out for a little bit and just relax. I would have rather been at the other side, but that said, behind me there is sunshine, so I can probably sit in the sun for a little bit as well. Absolute result.